Good evening, all. Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So today we are going to discuss about, as we discuss some usages. So I think last day we discussed about good usages and the bad things related to ICT, no? So today we have to discuss more about the usage of ICT. But before doing that, I just want to give you a small note on ICT. So is information and communication technology, is it same as computing or different thing? Different. How? Information and communication technology. So basically, what is information? Information means? Yes, can we answer quickly? What is information? Yes. Can say process data. So if you don't know, please write down, right? Process data or meaningful data is called information. Process data or meaningful data is called information. And what is data? Data?
Raw facts.
Yes, raw facts. Raw facts about, or the basic facts about something, someone, or some concept. Something, someone, or some concept is called data. So before processing the information, you have data. And what is then communication? What is communication then? Can anyone tell what is communication? Yes? Thimasha, what is communication? Thimasha, yes? What is communication? Okay, I'll ask from Lavanya. Janiru? Okay, it seems no one can remember, right? Anyway, so communication is expressing information. So this can be done verbally or non-verbally. Okay, I'll ask another question, right? So this can be done verbally or non-verbally. Okay. I'll ask from Ruvin. Ruvin, can you remember the date that you have communicated first? The first date that you have communicated? Ruvin? Ruvin, can you hear me? No. Oh my God. Okay, so let's ask from Ramidu. Ramidu, when you have communicated, what is the first date that you have communicated? Yes, Ramidu? What is the first date? Ramidu is silent. Sorry, Ramidu. Yes, Ramidu. Yes, Ramidu Rinal. Can you hear me? Ramidu? Seems he cannot hear me too. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right, you can hear me, but you cannot remember the date. Is it? Ruvin, can you remember? Ruvin? Ruvin? Vanshika?
No, sir.
Okay, so there is right. Communication means it can be verbal or non-verbal. So the date that you have communicated first is your birthday. So if you have not communicated in your birthday, what will happen? Doctor will, right, hit on your back and say, hey, shout. Otherwise, what will happen? So they will detect you as a abnormal baby because you can't try. So trying is the first communication that you have done. So that is non-verbal, and that is how you have communicated your parents, nurses, and doctors that you are a natural baby and you are normal. So you said this by trying. That is the first day, so don't forget it again, right? So communication is not like not an advanced thing. Communication is basically expressing something. As a newborn baby, you express that you don't like the new environment. So that is usual for us. When things change, people don't like. For an example, think about this online learning. How many students like online learning? Most of the students, they don't like, because this is a change. So similar to that, you were there in environment inside your mother's womb, you came out, you don't like that. So therefore you express that by trying. But when you were trying, that is the first day your mother smiled. Why? They know that you have come to the world and welcome to the new world, as well as you are a normal baby, because you were trying. So that is the first day that you have communicated. Okay, I think you will not forget again. Proveen, Vanshika, now can you remember the date? That is your birthday, right? Okay, so that is your birthday, right? Okay, so communication is not that much of big advanced thing. It is about expressing information. So that can be verbal or non-verbal. Then technology. What is technology? So it's easy. It's use of science. Science means anyway set of theories. So set of theories, set of accepted theories. Theories in the science, CIENCE. Set of accepted theories are there in the science. And why apples are falling down? Vanshika, why apples are falling down? Because of gravity.
Gravity.
It's because of gravity. So what is gravity? Gravity is a concept. It is accepted theory about some scenario. How this happened? It is accepted theory or accepted explanation. So accepted theories or accepted explanations, those are called science. If you use that, that is called science. Earlier days, people were use bow and arrow, which is ancient science, ancient technology. Then weapons in war. So maybe in Second World War, very old weapon. Those were also technology. Then in the new era, people are experimenting about rockets and flights, rockets, maybe missiles. Those are also technology. Belongs to the technology. But that is use of science. You know, whatever go up will fall down. So that is gravity. That is gravity. Using that, ඒක තමයි පාවිච්චි කරේ කැටපෝල හදන්න. දුනු ඊතල හදන්න. ඒකෙන්ම තමයි කාලතුවක්කුත් හැදුවේ. ඒකෙන්ම තමයි මිසයිල්ස් උත් හදන්නේ. So same thing. Whatever going up will fall down. So that's how rockets are created. Everything. So rockets are normally sending not in angle. Rockets are sending, so there's a small angle, but normally it's sending almost, it's like 90 degrees, because rockets no need to fall down. We expect rocket to climb and go up and then pass our go to the space to place some satellite or some other purpose. So therefore we are not sending same direction as missiles, but missiles you send in some other direction. Okay, now use of technology is science. So then what is ICT? So ICT is, you can say, use of science to express meaningful facts is ICT. So computer is not ICT. Computer is only an equipment used in technology, or only an equipment which uses technology. Okay, please write down this. It's very important facts about ICT. Please write down this. And then I think last day we discussed about users of ICT. Actually, ICT has many sub-disciplines. ICT has many sub areas. So can someone name? So what are the areas under ICT? Computer science. Can you name few other than computer
Beauty
science?
culture.
No, I'm asking ICT sub areas, direct ICT sub areas. So not where the ICT is used. I'm asking ICT sub areas like computer science, mobile communication, can say televisions, communication infrastructure, media, infrastructure. So these are the main areas. So radio, broadcasting, space science. So these are some major areas coming under ICT. So where ICT is used in everywhere. ICT usages that we discussed last day, right? So ICT can be used in agriculture, health science, beauty culture, education, engineering, transportation, and many other fields. We learned that, right? We learned that. Okay, please write down these basic facts about ICT. So then let's explore one by one after writing. Right, now what we have to learn each sector as listed in the book, and we have to explore each one of these to learn about usages of ICT. So the first one it mentioned is e-government. Actually, before doing that, I would like to highlight what are the e-services. So can you tell me few e-services other than e-government? E-services. Other than e-government, what are the e-services?
E-learning.
E-learning, yes, correct.
E-commerce.
E-commerce. Yes, e-learning, correct. E-commerce, correct. E-education.
E-bank.
Yes, e-banking or tele-banking. So it's coming under e-commerce. Anything else? Anything else? So you forgot this email. So one of the main thing, email. E-channeling. And e-learning, e-commerce, e-education, email, e-channeling. What else? E-government. So these are called e-services. In e-services, basically, you have to recognize few parties. One is G, one is C, one is B, and the last one is E. So G means government, and C means consumer, B means business, and E means employee. Okay, then if you have a service like this, example. So if a service like this, G to C, what is the meaning of this? G to C means?
Government to customer.
Government to consumer. Consumer, actually, when it is consumer, government consumers are citizens. We can say citizen also, right? Government to consumer, government to citizen. What are the services? You can check, so for an example, you can check gazettes. Government to consumer, you can maybe pay e-bill, electricity bill online. So that is e-government service, or you can get revenue license, vehicle revenue license. So these are e-services. And if it is, okay, if it is C to C, what is that service? C to C? What is that service? C to C service is consumer to consumer. Can you tell me example? Consumer to consumer market. Can you tell me example? E-service which can be provided in consumer to consumer way. Yes. Anything?
Online marketing.
Online marketing, online sales. You can say example maybe Mando.lk. You can sell something or eBay.com. You can sell a used laptop, used vehicle in eBay. You can sell used vehicle, used laptop in IPMA. Consumer can sell consumer products or services online. So that is C to C. So they are similar to that, B to C, business to business, business to consumer. So maybe buying a laptop from laptop.lk. These B2C examples. Likewise, we have different e-service segments, and those are actually this G, C, B, and E based services. So please write down the heading, because this is related to this government e-governance. That's why I have given everything. E-governance with there are many. E-learning, e-commerce, e-education, email, e-channeling, e-government. Right. So in e-learning also we have few categories, and e-commerce, e-education. We have like few learn about that, and let's explore one by one, starting from e-government. So you can see the services listed here under e-government. Government to citizen services. So government organizations, renewal license, vehicle license renewal, revenue license, payment utility bills, government information services like gov.lk and 1990 telephone line, telephone ganwana, and gas. So here G to C, government to consumer, constitution, legal system, map of Sri Lanka. G to G, government to government, visa and government law, maybe tourist and transfer in government officials, so to another government. Inter-country relationships can be managed, government to government services, map of Sri Lanka. Here for business, maybe business information, business registration, registering organizations, or also managing organizations, regulating the organizations can be done through G2B. It's like TVAC and all. TVAC means Territory and Vocational Education Commission. So that is basically education business. There are private organizations. TVAC managers, as a government, they manage those private organizations. And government to employ, the various forms, gazettes, circulars, loan information. Those are the things. You can check. So if you need to know about any service, you can either go to this one, this website, or you can call 1919. About a government service, you can call. You can call 1919, and then they will provide those services. Right. Then education field. That is, so the application in ICT, application of ICT in education field is a mass, right? So ICT in education, basically you should know ICT in education, few terms. So that is CAL, CAT, CBT, WBT. So can you tell the meanings of these terms? CAL, CAT, CBT, and WBT. What are the meanings? CAL, can anyone tell? Those who were in the first lesson, when we start, we explained this, but I'm not sure whether you were there in that day. What is CAL? CAL?
Computer assisted learning.
Yes, correct. Computer assisted learning. Others, please write down. Computer assisted, or this is called aided learning. And CAT means computer assisted training or teaching. Computer assisted training or teaching. Then CBT is computer based training or teaching. CBT is computer based training or teaching. So what's the difference between this CAT and CBT? Here, teacher uses computer as a tool. Here, in CBT, no teacher involvement. Software does the training. No teacher involvement, and software does the training. WBT is web-based training. Here also minimum or no teacher involvement. So can be minimum or no teacher involvement. Mostly software, the web site does the training. That is called WBT. So please write down these important terms. Let me explain the difference. Basically, CAT and CAL. CAT CAL already teacher pavichi karna computer, similar to that I'm using now. I'm using and doing you the training. So this is CAL. I'm using CAL to teach you, and you are using CAT to learn. Sorry, you are using CAL to learn. I'm using CAT to teach. The other way. You are using CAL to learn. I'm using CAT to teach. But CBT is basically no or minimum teacher involvement. You go and software will give the training. For an example, typing software. You can go to online typing tool and start typing. Then typing tool will tell what are the errors, what is your speed, how to improve the speed, what are the letters to be typed, which fingers to be used. So everything will be given by the tool. Have you done driving using computers? Anyone? Anyone try to simulate driving using computers? Computer can drive in kala tiyena kattiya kawuda? No one. Hello. Okay, so one Sandaru, I think you are the only one. Okay, others, if you are interested, you can just use this kind of thing. This is actually joystick, but it is steering wheel. So you can just plug this steering wheel. In addition to this steering wheel, you will have the gearbox and this accelerator and brake. Accelerator, brake, and gearbox with the steering wheel. You can plug this component to the computer. USB hara waada meka plug karanna puluwa.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, formula races are trained on those things, right?
Sorry?
Formula races.
Yeah, in the racing, not only in the racing, in driving, real training also. So simulators are used. Right? Timasha, can't you hear? Timasha, ahen naddo yata. Timasha. So she has sent message saying she cannot hear. Okay, others can hear, no?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Okay, then, so this you can use not only for actually gaming purpose, but so this can be used for training also, right? This can be used for training also, in driving training also. This is used in some places, right? And in flight emulators, right? Flight emulation and flight simulation. Right? So those, there are special tools used in flight emulations and simulations. Okay. So the next is, so have you seen this WBT tools? I'll show you some WBT tools that you can use. So this is one thing. This is one thing. We have used this to learn, actually in learning logic gate, we use that. For an example, if you have AND gate and if you have toggle switches, or if you have constants. So if you connect 1 and 1, so AND gate will output 1. So 1 and 1, it is 1. Or if you give 0 and 1, it will output 0. So likewise, these are simulators. And when you want to build circuits, you can use simulators like this. So then you can experience the circuits. This is circuit building or circuit construction kit. I can use a battery and a bulb. Then I can link this using wire and another wire to join this end. Now you can see it's lighting. But if I directly join this end to the battery, you can see more light. Why? You are not going through the resistor. Resistor is blocking. Resistor is also taking some voltage. But if you bypass the resistor, you can see more light there. Just remove this and turn on this, you can see less light. You can experience this and you can see how these resistors are working, how switches are working, how breakers are working, what happens if you put a fuse. Right? What happens if you put a fuse? You can put a fuse and see. Okay, let's put a C fuse and a wire. And I'm going to connect this end. Now you keep fuse burnt. It burned. Because of short circuiting, it burned. Right? You can, so this is not a usage of fuse, but you can see these things. You can practice. You can use a voltmeter to measure the voltage between in this end and this end. It's 4.5 volt, and you can check the voltage here in the resistor. It's 9 volt. So resistor also taking some voltage. It is taking 4.5. That's why when you bypass the resistor, you will get all 9 volt, and that will be given to the bulb. If you bypass the resistor, like this, you will get 9 volt to the bulb, so more brighter. So likewise, you can test this. Okay, so one was asking question, right? Okay. Then so you can use this for learning mathematics, right? Let's learn. Okay, what is 7 into 2? 7 into 2 means 2 by 7. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. It's 14. So this can be used for kids to learn multiplication. And what is 3 into 3? 3 by 3. 3, 6, 3, 9. Okay, kids can use this. And in your O levels, you can use this to balance this. For an example, if you have, this is like a seesaw. In seesaw, you put some weight. You're going to put this weight here in the seesaw. So this side will go down. In the other side, you have 10 kg. How to balance this? This is 5 kg, but if you put 5 kg, definitely it will balance. But what if you put 10 kg? Can you balance it?
No.
You can, right? You can. I think you have not learned yet. You have this for your O levels, right? You can balance, but you have to use here 5, and the distance is 4. No, 5 into 4 is, what is the value? 5 into 4?
20.
20. Right. If you can generate same 20 here by, this is 2 into 10 is also 20. Now it's balanced. Right?